Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, um, September, I believe it's the 16th, 2014. I am sitting in my living room in a comfortable chair. Just went out to get coffee and to put some gas in my tank, my gas tank. I have plenty of gas in my other tank. God bless. I am at the corner. You hear in the background the sounds of the city because I live on a major street, major intersection, which is a blessing and it's a blessing. The noise level can be high when I have the windows open because I like the air, even though yesterday, most of the day, I was sneezing because of the air. Until I took some, my nasal spray, which takes away the sneezing when I use it, and then I was fine. I just don't like to use it because every so often it'll give me a really tinge of a headache, like a pinprick into my skull for maybe about a minute, and then it's gone away. The things we put up with to not have allergy symptoms. And I think we wouldn't have allergy symptoms if we lived out in the country all the time. Because it's funny, when I'm out in the country, I hardly ever have any allergy symptoms, but when I'm in the city, that's when I get my allergy symptoms. Go figure. I just want to say it's a blessing to be alive and to be here. I saw on one of my friends' status this morning, I am here with the big red thumbtack. My friend Iggy, he is amazing. I met him about 4 years ago through another friend, David, and we have kind of been the three amigos since then. That's funny because my friends have always seemed to be, I travel in a group of, even when I was in New York, 2 guys and me. 3 amigos. In New York, it was Guy and Vincent, or Vinny, or Guy was named Reginald, and then Vinny and me, and we would traverse the city and restaurants and maybe a club or 2 here and there, just having fun and walking around Brooklyn and being kids, even though I really wasn't a kid at the time. They were kids. They were in their 20s, and I was in my mid-30s. But I never really got a chance to be young until I left Columbus and went to New York for 7 years. Then I got to be myself. I was always the minister, the daughter, the student, what other people wanted to be and not myself. Always trying to be Miss Holy and acceptable and perfect. And that's not what life is about. Life is about living and being the best you can be, whatever state you're in, whatever, but always having a mind towards God. And my heart and my mind has never left the Lord. I've gone out and had my fun, sowed my wild oats, but my mind, my heart and mind have been towards the Lord. So, and I learned that I can do anything. I can go out and dance. I can go out and sing. I can be with friends, play drums, live life, walk in a park, go to work, and still have my heart and mind towards the Lord. It doesn't take just being in church 24/7 or at the temple 24/7 or trying to live in a cave. who can really comfortably have fun living in a cave? I guess some people do. Some people enjoy temple life. Some people are made to live in the church. And that's basically what I did from, oh goodness, time I was little to maybe about the time I was about 36, 37 years old. My family used to make fun of me saying, oh, you might as well go live there. You're there all the time. I would be in church. I would open the church, the business part, 5:30 in the morning, get coffee, make sure pastries and fruit were out for the workers, and that out there in Canal Winchester area, Ginger Road, at one of the major churches here in Columbus, Ohio. I did that for years. Along with and I loved it. I loved it. When there was camp meeting or special meetings going on, I would be there from 5:30 in the morning until maybe 9 o'clock at night. I would be one of those that would open and close. I'd go home, get about 6 hours sleep, and be right back there again. And I was not getting paid for all those hours. The majority of those hours were volunteer hours. Sometimes I would go up in the back of the rafters or the back of the seats, way behind where there's a curtained area, and I would take me a nap. Just lay out on one of the pews or the floor and just sleep when nobody was in the sanctuary. And then again, when I left that church and went to another one, I spent a lot of time at that church too. When I wasn't working, I was at church. So that has been my life. That was my life up until I went to New York. Then after New York, I kind of got into the same routine again. When I became associate staff, one of the staff pastors of one of the major churches in New York, that's in all 5 boroughs now. They started off small at the Manhattan Center, and then they grew. And I loved the way they did, because they would feed the poor. They would feed people. They would go out on the street corners, pass out water. They would pass out granola bars, snacks to anybody that came by, whether they were rich or poor. They also had breakfast and lunch on Sundays, and I loved being a part of that, and I didn't mind giving into that ministry when people are helping. And then there was another ministry I was a part of where they would go out and help street kids, giving out clothes, food, whatever, sending them to special houses that would give them showers and take care of street kids in New York City. I haven't found nothing like that here in Columbus. So I like doing stuff like that. I like giving back. I like paying it forward. I like taking care of people. Even my friends know. They can always count on me to in case of emergency, I will hop in my car and I will go help them. One dear lady, I helped her for almost over a month until I found out that she is one of those people that just do that to people. She'll use up friends until they can't take no more of her, and then she'll, that's it. She's just some people are just like that. They use up their friends. And then once they have used up a friend, they go to the next person. And me, I'm good at spotting that kind of pattern in people. And I had to tell her I had to cut her loose, because I could not do it anymore. But know what your destiny is. Know what your path is. Have a heart and a mind always towards the Lord. When you do that, things will work out. I'm not a person with money, funds, whatever, but things usually work out for me. They always have. My sister even had to say that once. Things usually work out for you. And they do. I have always been most of my life on the lower income scale of things. There was a time I worked big corporation, but every time I seem to work big corporation, I get sick. One time I even broke a leg. So, traveling to work one day, I broke my leg. And then another time, I just would get respiratory infections, and then I got the bad blood disorder, that the doctors say they didn't know if it was leukemia, if they didn't know it was leukemia, but they gave me the treatments like I had leukemia. So, go figure. My family, some of them don't believe that I was sick the way I was, but I was, because even the people at my church that I was at, they knew how sick I was. Some of them did. And after that, and my doctors had given me 5 months to live, and after that I did go to New York and spend 7 years in New York before anything else happened to me. I was going to spend some time in a big city, and I was going to be me. And that's when I changed my name to Katie. So, good morning. Namaste. Have a great day, whatever time you look or see this. I hope that the Lord blesses you and keeps you, and that your heart and your mind will always be towards the Lord. Namaste.